What up, people? It's your boy, Master Chudy, out here with another comic review. So, we're continuing on DC's other event, Doomsday Clock, number 2 of 12. And we can see that Lex here is the main focus, much like it was in this cover, so it is here. And I've got to say, I think this is a solid run right now. Number 2 is really drawing me in, and there's definitely going to be a big plot. But let's dive into it. So we have a little backtrack here, and we just see after the Minutemen. So after the Minutemen showed up in 1939, every wannabe gangster and lower-end thug in this New York wanted a mask, and we just see them going back and forth into a little thing at a bank. You know, back then, say for a price, she'd sell anyone a name, and it counts to Dr. Van Gogh, the Telltale Man, Bill the Lizard. Punks and losers wanted to make a rep for themselves. Con men and crooks trying to hide behind a gimmick. So this is like a flashback to like when it's going to be a bank robbery. It's like it's different today thanks to you, Vates. Life's not black and white like it used to be. It's like you can't put your faith in anyone these days. Like she's just saying, nostalgia. It's like they don't make these. Whoa, they don't make these anymore. Let me see. I smuggled in some of that poison you replaced it with. Millennium made me gag. Bigger mistake than plopping that ass-faced monster into Times Square. It's like sniff. And then Rorschach 2.0, basically saying you're giving them their costumes and makeup kits, expecting what? And we just see Ozymandias saying cooperation, expecting a lot. It's like they would see through the warped lens, psychotic, sadistic, maybe masochistic. It's like need to watch them close. And we just see people back in the day saying, "Oh my God, it's them!" Like I'm watching you. I've got nothing to hide, Rorschach. Nothing except everything, Vate. I like the conversation between the two. You're getting your hands dirty again. And we just see things like Happy Monday, it's Wednesday, whatever. And just see you see the world for what it is, Rorschach. You of all people need to know that sometimes you need to put your hands in the dirt. And you just see Ozymandias say, "Let the tigers put on their stripes. We're all considered criminals now." And we just see this nice back and forth thing. It's nice. It gives it a good pacing. But if we find Manhattan, if I convince him to save the world, we'll all be heroes again. So we see places we have never known, and we just see the marionettes and the mime in this flashback. It's like no one needs to be a hero. No one needs to get hurt unless you just see. It's like this dude, like, please, I didn't do anything. It's like, just bashed his head. Look at that, Watchman. Like, it's like, what do you want? Tell me what you want. And we just see, what a nice picture. He's very cute. I bet he loves his mother very much, and I bet his mother loves him. So they were like criminals, these people in this prison. So we know they got locked up for a reason. So it's like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Don't speak, just look. Look at who in here can open the vault. And he just looked at him and like, "Thanks a lot, Julia. It doesn't matter, though. No one can open it. The vault's on a timer. It won't unlock until the delivery tomorrow morning." And she's like, "Julia, is this true?" Yeah, and he just see, "Yes? No?" She's like, "Oh, no, man. I want to live." It's like, Mr. Manigault's lying. He can open it. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's like, for God's sake, he's pointing a freaking finger at your empty head. When this is all over, you're fired. And then we just see, "Oh, wait, no, please, Mr. Manigault, I need this job." Then you should have kept your fat mouth shut. You just see, "I never liked you. You liked you. You talk to the customers too much. You come in late and leave early. You know my son has needs." It's like, he's a retard like his mother. Oh, damn. We get into a roast session in here. And you're a bore to look at. It's like, oh my gosh, like, oh, that's quite enough. And, she just pulls out some wire. And he's like, yes, it is enough. You deranged bitch. Oh my gosh. Forgive me for my cursing. It's like, do you have any idea who our customers are? We're 1 mile away from Rockefeller. And you just see her flip saying, what are you? It's like, what are you? And of course she's like, cuts off this dude's finger. Oh. It's like, I know. My slicing string cuts deep. But it could have been much worse. But glad it was your finger. So, how do you open the vault? You know, the code, have the key. And he's like, no, hand reader. And she's like, oh, oops, which hand? It's like, Damn. Well, this is very like this. They aren't going. They ain't pulling any punches with the dialogue. Did anyone see where his finger went? Meanwhile, it's like, whoa, where'd that static come from? Some kind of alarm? It's like, I told you, you picked the wrong bank. It's like, yeah. Oh, is that his finger? Then we see Dr. Manhattan. Boom. It's like, you're in for it now. We just see, wow, nice briefs. And we just see the guy like this. Mime is actually holding his finger to Dr. Manhattan. It's like, wait, it's like, don't kill him. You don't kill him without killing me. And you just see Dr. Manhattan like looking at them. He's like, interesting. And it's like, what? What are you staring at? It's like, ba-boom. So he can apparently, Dr. Manhattan sensed that she's pregnant. And she's like, what is it? So she's like, there's no way out. It's like, you're surrounded. Move an inch and you clowns end up in body bags. And we just see like this 37 people dead before Spree ended here. Manhattan's eviscerated people for less. Which is interesting because I have seen Dr. Manhattan kill people for less. Like, that's precisely the point, Rorschach. I know John intimately, well, physically and emotionally. I manipulated him into leaving Earth once before. Now I need to convince him to come back. And he's like, should have just gotten just Pazik. Always wanted to meet her. It's like, Laurie wouldn't trust you. It's like seeing her with Dan could upset him. It's like Marionette represents a moment in John's past, one that I can use to remind him of who he was. The screen's something interfering with playback. Are there 4 hours up? Are the nukes in the air? Sorry, watch it slow. And he's like, I thought you were going to fix it. So they're in the Ozymandias' ship. It's like there are billions of people on this planet. And we just see, look up in the sky. It's like every living being has a unique intrinsic field that holds their atoms together. And we just see a quantum fingerprint made up of the fundamental forces of nature, electromagnetic, strong interaction, weak interaction, and gravity. John's intrinsic field was removed twice, first in his initial accident, and secondly by me. I discovered that the blue appearance in his result of the electrons leaking from his body. Those electrons have left us a trail to follow. I apologize I didn't have the time to install additional seating. Rebuilding the owl ship. Okay, that's owl ships. To withstand quantum tunneling took more time than I anticipated. And we see that the Watchmen's universe is about to it's about to be damned, basically, because this is a nuke coming in. Let's see, everyone hold on. See everybody running. It's going to be a bumpy ride. It's like, it's not working. We'll press it again before the missile hits. So we see that something is happening, a little bit of tension. And everybody's getting eviscerated by the nuke. And then we just see hold should hold just long enough. We're shifting out. It's like now. And then we just see this nice thing where everybody's just going in, and then we just see Rorschach 2.0. That's what I'm calling him. His face things and moleculing, and then they just dissolve. And Mr. Wayne, and we're in the DC universe. Like, I see a boat. Okay, Mr. Wayne, this one, Mr. Wayne. Now I see a yacht. It's like a yacht. Yes, I see a yacht. A speedboat. It's like, Mr. Wayne. It's like, yes. Is there something on your mind, Mr. Wayne? Boats. And it's like, I gathered that. Care to enlighten me? I've got a friend waiting for me at the harbor, and I've been sitting here talking to you for the last 2 hours. She's been waiting at least that long. I don't like to keep my friends waiting. It's rude. So can you stamp approved or whatever it needs to do so I can be on my way? It's like, that's the last time I do this, Lucius. So we see that Bruce Wayne is with Lucius Fox. And Lucius is like, look, you failed a psych exam 7 years ago because you were being honest. Since then, the board has required an annual test for insurance. And he's like, the Mad Hatter and the twins are loose. He's like, you have bigger problems than them, Bruce. LexCorp isn't giving up. You don't take a stand and have a real honest-to-goodness presence here, the board could sell. And so they're thinking about selling Wayne Enterprises. It's like, this is my company. It's like, unless they vote against you. We just see LexCorp is facing charges of industrial espionage, attempting to steal our research on the metagene. And we just see, Lucian's like, how many times has Lex faced these charges and walked? Bruce, if LexCorp buys us, not only are you and I both out of a job, the side projects we've worked on for the years become exposed. So Lex is looking to buy Wayne Enterprises. Interesting. It's like, then like always, he prepared for the worst. It's like, and Lucian's like, I always prepare for the worst, but I can't do it alone this time. And we just, it's like Gotham needs Batman. It's like, no, Bruce, Gotham doesn't want Batman. So in this thing, people are now railing against Bruce Wayne. Well, not Bruce Wayne, against Batman. It's like the world's gone upside down because of the Superman theory. It may have started with Rex Mason and Kirk Langstrom, but now the mob is after you. So interesting. They don't trust Batman anymore. It's like, when have they really? It's like, Bruce, the bat is not the symbol it used to be. It's become a disease. It's like, but it's one you can live with as long as you manage it and keep it from infecting others. And we just see Batman's like, this isn't my doing. It's temporary paranoia perpetrated by Russia and Markovia. Batman is a necessity to Gotham and the world. Interesting. It's not that simple anymore. You need to face this. All of it, Bruce. And we just see Bruce is walking away. We just see, when are you going to open your eyes? And then we see the owl ship arrive in the DC Universe, Gotham City. And then it crashes into an amusement park that seems to be very familiar. So everybody's knocked out. Everybody's coughing, and then Ozymandias wakes up. You just see Rorschach down, and he's like checking on him. And we just see, oh, it's like, Rorschach, it's me, Ozymandias. Ozymandias like, Vit, kill you. It's like, no, we made an agreement, remember, Reggie? Oh, so the man's name is Reggie. Damn. That's kind of underwhelming, but hey, you just see, what happened? It's like, I did what I said. I brought us to the universe Dr. Manhattan traveled to. Now you and I have to find him. It's like, we? What about them? Then we just see Ozymandias handcuffs them. And it's like, and they're like, what are you doing? And it's like, what the hell is going on? It's like, chained up like you should be. And we just see, oh my gosh, like, the dialogue is not forgiving in this one. So it's like, you kiss her with that mouth. So he's talking to the mime. It's like, let us loose, Vate. We've already agreed to help you two, didn't we? I was like, yes, you did, and I appreciate that more than I care to express at the moment. But I need some objective assurances that both of you and the mime will stay put while Rorschach and I locate John. It's like, and given who you are, I'm sure you can understand my precautions. So we just see Ozymandias' cat like this. Poor girl, I hope the trip wasn't too upsetting. And she's like, I need to go to the bathroom. Why bring the cat? Leave pet here with other animals. It's like, she's more than a pet, Rorschach. She's the compass. So, just see this Rorschach 2.0 is like this on Earth. It's like, so where are we now? It's like, we're on Earth that appears not entirely unlike ours. It's like, maybe it is ours. Flew in, sky, crashed back down on ground. You've done it before. Said Nathaniel Dusk Marathon, starring Carver Coleman as the PI with nothing left to lose it, huh? We just see, it's just a commercial. You just see all of these commercials playing. It's like, his death remains on. We just see, it's just like that. So Ozymandias tells him that we're in Gotham. It's like, yes, I know. It appears this world is ahead of ours in some ways and behind us in others. We have quite a bit to catch up on. It's like, so where do we start? With Hemingway, Wolfe, and Makowski. So they go to the library. So we just see Hemingway, Wolfe, Makowski had something in common, Vate. It's like, don't like it here. Creepy, let's go. It's like, in a minute, Rorschach. This is also incredible. Although there are differences between our Earths, the greatest divergence is the sheer number of men and women wearing masks, including some who are entirely fictional on our world. Fictional on our world? Maybe Manhattan created them. So Manhattan created the DC universe? Oh my gosh. Or he could be one of them. Change look, change name. It's like, it's possible, yes. John may have wanted to start over with a new identity, a second chance. It's like, a second chance at what? Saving the world. Those wearing costumes, most of them are superhuman, and the Dr. Manhattan problem a hundredfold. And we just see that Ozymandias is suffering from his brain tumor again. And he's saying it's getting worse. Like, we need someone to help us navigate these waters. Just find John. It's like, who? I've identified two of the smartest people on the planet. It's like, what? Lex Luthor and Bruce Wayne. We go to them. Explain who we are. Why we're here. Try and get help to. It's like, the story sounds crazy. Not any crazier than this place. Split up. Save time. Yes, that's right. Which one do you want? The smartest, of course. So Ozymandias goes. It's like, we need back in the ship in 24 hours. And Rorschach, no matter what happens, don't interact with anyone else. Don't touch anything. And of course, Rorschach sees breakfast here for Bruce. And Rorschach's like, eats Bruce's breakfast, and walks in. The sequential piece of this book is very nice. Rorschach goes. He starts investigating. There's a little syrup on his mouth. Nice detail. He hears the ground. Looks at the clock. Lights up a match. Strikes it. Sees the clock. Pulls the lever. Or he just opens the thing, basically. And he sees the entrance to the Batcave. And we just see him go down. Then we just see a fist of Batman beating up somebody. Then he walks down. It's like, please don't make me return to Arkham. They make it worse. I wasn't. And we just see like the ink blot, and we just see Bruce like, I wasn't so mad before Batman. And we just see that Rorschach has tripped up a security alarm, which of course notifies Batman in his suit. And we just see Rorschach in the thing, but then we go back to Lex, and I just see Lex is like firing people. It's like, I will end this world before I let Wayne win. And we just see, excuse me, how'd you get in here? We just see, I let myself in. So we see Ozymandias has located Lex, who he believes is the smartest man in the DC universe. And we just see, I admire your taste, Mr. Luthor, and your aspirations. And Lex is like, who are you? It's like, I'm the smartest man on my earth, and you're the smartest man on yours. And we just see Lex is like, okay, you have my attention. To see security, it's like, never mind. Security will show you out before I terminate them for allowing you in. If I could get a moment of your time, it's like, oh, you have it. Feel free to appease my curiosity until they get here, smartest man. Meanwhile, back on the ship, we just see Marionette and the Mime in here. And you just see Rorschach talking to himself, saying that my world was spiraling out of control. What? Oh no, this is Ozymandias. So say, yes, I could use a drink. This is Ozymandias saying to Lex, like, my world was spiraling out of control. Went into the depths of humanity's fears, searching for something beyond horror. Say, and then she's like, did you bring lipstick, baby? So it's like, spent 7 years devising a plan that I'd hoped to unite the countries and peoples, though at a cost. So we see that they're obviously going to escape. I don't know what he does, because there has to be something more to him. There has to be something more to him. But I'm intrigued by him and the marionette. So Lex is like, let me understand this correctly. It's like, you dissected a psychic's brain and listed the morally bankrupt minds of artists and writers from the likes of Hollywood and comic books, and created an alien invader that murdered 3 million people to unite the world. It's like, yes. And you're surprised that, and Lex is like, and you're surprised that humanity hasn't stayed united? If you're the smartest man on your planet, I'd hate to meet the dumbest. And so Lex is like, dang. But Ozymandias is like, your opinion of my intelligence matters little, Mr. Luthor. I'm here because I know your ambitions. I shared them at one point in my life. And if you choose to believe me and work with me, I can help you achieve everything you want. So we just see Rorschach is in the Batcave. It's like, he must be a monster. Only a monster would keep trophies like this. Tokens and prizes from victims. It's how Kovacs caught so many animals. They couldn't let go of the past. Obsessing with reliving yesterday like Vates, a sailor hearing the sirens cry, pulling him towards the rock. And then we see a bullet. Boom. And Lex is shot. It's like, meanwhile, we see something like this. Last time you came at me, I was confused, drunk, chasing his life's greatest lie. And we just see Ozymandias say, impossible. And who do we see? But the comedian. Alive. This is interesting. This time I'm ready for you. And then we just see Rorschach saying that heroes aren't already dead. And we just see Batman find Rorschach in front of his penny. Look at him saying, you ate my breakfast. Yeah, I did. That was nice. And we just see a nice quote right here, like saying, we are torn between nostalgia for the familiar and an urge for the foreign and strange. As often not, we are homesick most for places we have never known. Nice. And we just see the clock is on the 2, waiting to hit the 3. Nice. And we see the usual things, the bulletin, everything like that. This book continues to impress. I'm impressed. I like this book. I like this series. Like, this was nice. I give it a good 9 out of 10. It's well done. It gets you thinking. It moves sequentially. And, you know, a little bit of the complaints people had about, like, the political aspect that didn't really bug me too much are no longer here. It's like a straight up, okay, what are we going to do? Adventure time like this. So I liked it. I'm a fan. So thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notifications. Make sure you're notified. Make sure you keep getting these videos.